And I would like to mention that currently we already have 186 arbitrators, and around 65 arbitrators, they already have qualifications, certification from the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators based in London. And we already organized an offline arbitration, introduction to international arbitration course organized by our organization and the CIR in Singapore. And at the time, Mary Thompson from Hong Kong, she traveled to Jakarta to train us as a trainer. So I think some of our arbitrators, they already have international qualifications, but for our mediators, which is 1,500 mediators, and we already have 90 adjudicators and 91 conciliators, they are still have a national certification. So that's why, according to our today's webinar, so we've got full information, opportunities to have international qualification, as Dr. Azhar mentioned earlier. Thank you very much, and I give chance for two more, right? For two more questions. So
some of you have raised hands, all right?
All right. If you have more spare time, no problem, Prof. So we can open next 3 questions again. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Agus and Mr. Banwara.
Maybe I goes first.
Okay.
Thank you very much for time for me. My name is Agus Kurniawan from Papua. Okay, civil transportation in Papua South Province. Thank you. I'm a mediator in procurement specialist. Okay. We know that mediator is not most popular than litigation in court.
Yeah.
Yeah. In this morning, we can know that mediation and arbitration very important in the situational case. And I hope for the future, mediation and arbitration must be popular in the case in non-litigation. We know that in Indonesia, not most popular in litigation in court. We know. I hope and Mr. Professor can say to our audience that mediation and arbitration is must be in the future for in most popular in Indonesia. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I say that is much appreciated. For the whole trend of international legal or dispute resolution professionals, we observe that's the fact. Mediation and arbitration will become even important in the process. So they will be having a high weight, and that is why you can see that there's a New York Convention, and also there's a commercial, say that is a Singapore Convention, that representing the highly use of mediation and arbitration. And in fact, mediation which will be the very effective one. They can apply to a very efficient and time-foreseen arrangement for all the disputes. So that it will help the legal or professionals will develop a new opportunity for their society. And what we are now provoking is about using mediation and arbitration and litigation in different aspects, and they will work together. A proper connection will provide the highest efficiency. And the way how to combine all this kind of professionals will be to the benefit of the people in their places and worldwide trade. Thank you very much. And supporting to the works where Professor Sabina has said, we will, if you have already have the professional in about the arbitration, you get clarification. We will say that we can make arrangement for the cost recognition. So if you have already get the professional from other highly recognized international organizations, and to go into our mechanism to combine all kind of work, including in Asia Pacific, in China, we can cross-recognize arrangement. That will be provide another path for you to get. Because what we understand that in doing the international mediation arbitration together in a collaborative arrangement, our system will provide comprehensive support in that. Okay, thank you. So we will come for another question. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead. Next questions from Mr. Nurden and Aumi. Mr. Nurden first.
Why me first? Because it's my student. Okay, anyway. Actually, I am very happy this morning as a being of two presidents, you know, from French law and the president of Indonesian Dispute Board. So this is why I am very happy.
Thank you, Mr. Rosen.
You're welcome. I take a very interesting note from your explanation. It's really very interesting presentation. You have a long experience, 20 years experience in conducting training. It is a long time actually compared to the IDB that newly established 2 years ago. So we need more training. We have to sit with your institution. I see from your what we call structure of organization, it seems to me to not have overseas representative in Indonesia. Not that, for your kind of information, Indonesia has a lot of cases. I think it is a potential for you to have collaboration with Indonesia, especially with the IDB. And then I would add some more questions related to previous question about the training. I think training is very important for the IDB. But maybe we have a little bit obstacle in terms of efficiency. In case we have collaboration, signing a memorandum of understanding between the two institutions, this issue can be settled. I think this my expectation on that. And then, of course, Hong Kong is a part of some international convention, World Trade Organization, and New York Convention. Even Singapore Mediation Convention, Indonesia doesn't have recognized, ratified yet Singapore Mediation Convention. I think by joining this organization, our government will take serious consideration to sign Singapore Mediation Convention. And then in Indonesia, we have only one regulation on alternative dispute resolution, which is called arbitration and alternative dispute resolution. I don't know in your country, in Hong Kong maybe it has more than one. But now today we ask the government to pass to the legislation to have more than one legal basis on that, because mediation is part of the IPR. So we should have our own regulation on mediation. Please provide me explanation on the situation, legal status of in your country on with both mediation and arbitration. Thank you, Prof.
No problem, sure. Thank you very much. I will send the information if you can leave the email address to me, but I will send it directly. And then we will be very happy to, as you say, that thank you for the invitation. I will be very happy to work together with the Indonesia board for this bill resolution, so that we'll be having a close connection. And we see that there's a lot of cases, even in Hong Kong, in China, there's a lot of Indonesians. So they will be having a good opportunity to work together for the business, and after this bill happen, we can use the collaboration to have that.
Sorry,
Yes.
may I say something, Mr. Professor?
Wait, Mr. Eko. Okay, you are the second. So Omi first, please. Omi, do you have questions? So otherwise, Mr. Eko, please, Mr. Eko. Mr. Eko,
Okay, thank you.
please.
Good morning, my President, Mr. Gayo, and Mr. Professor Francis. Let me introduce me. My name Eko. Very happy join the workshop in the morning. I'm stay at Surabaya, East Java, Indonesia. I'm very interested to in the future join in your program, and I would like to wish to Mr. President Gayo to expedite our collaboration between us, between Indonesia and Hong Kong. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We much appreciated. Yes, so we also invite you, if you are interested, can come to Hong Kong together for a visit, and we have discussed further on that area. Thank you very much.
All right, Professor. So we are planning now to visit Hong Kong. After Singapore, and I will send email to you to have a fixed date and month, and then our delegates will come and visit Hong Kong, and if possible, in Hong Kong we sign MOU between HKIMC, Hong Kong International Mediation Center, and Hong Kong Center for International Commercial Arbitration and Indonesia Dispute Board in Hong Kong. So we can have a cup of coffee in Hong Kong.
Please, very
All
good,
right.
very good idea.
All right. Okay. So for the last questions, I think for the first webinar, so it is already we already have a good information and a very comprehensive information about Hong Kong International Mediation Center and Hong Kong International Commercial for Arbitration. So for the last questions, I give chance for the last questions who wants to speak in English. Yeah. So if there is no yet, if there is no other questions, so I'm going to say for the last questions, I'm going to ask something to our speaker, Professor Francis. So Indonesia has ratified and signed the Convention on Arbitration for the recognition of arbitral award. But Indonesia has not yet signed Singapore International Convention on Mediation. So if we do, for instance, Hong Kong International Mediation Center and Indonesia Dispute Board, if we do like international co-mediation or something like that somewhere in Hong Kong, so how it can be enforced in Indonesia territory, and can you explain it more details? Thank you.
Thank you. We have actually said that there's not many papers has been signed or ratified for the Singapore Convention. But there's many, over 172 organizations or countries has been ratified